Hi everybody, it is We Tried It Wednesday. That's what I'm calling today because we are going to be showing you a quick demo and some projects that we used with the Minc Machine. Now, have you heard of the Minc Machine? It is an awesome foil applicator tool, and I will go through all the details. But first thing, I just want to remind you guys about our email, our VIP email list. So if you haven't signed up for that, be sure to do that. As you know, there's an easy way to do it. Just go up to our Facebook banner and there's a button that says sign up. You click that and that'll get you right to the page where you fill in your name and email and your birthday, so you can get that birthday coupon, and you'll be all set. All right, well, let's get into this demo. So here is the Minc Machine. This one is actually the Anna Griffin version, but the Minc Machine is a machine that was developed by Heidi Swapp, and it's really cool. It does all the shiny foil stuff for all of your projects, cards, stuff like that. And I actually saw Heidi Swapp a long time ago when I went to CHA, and so I feel like this is a good machine for me because I know Heidi Swapp, sort of. But basically what it is it plugs in, and so there's a little button right on the back, and you'll flip that on, and then you've got all these different settings depending on what sort of material running through. So 0, 1, 2, those are your lighter weight materials, and then once you get up to 3, 4, or 5, those are kind of your heavier weight materials. Now, the instruction manual that comes with this will actually outline all the different materials that you can run through and the suggested number that you should set it to. And all these numbers mean is kind of the heat level that this machine will get up to, because in order for the foil to work, it has to run through here and have the heat reactivity, and that'll make the foil stay on the different materials. And now, there are a couple of different ways that you can create your project to get the foil on there. Now, when I got this guy, I got it as a starter kit, so it came with some bonus embellishment sort of things. So it came with some of these little cards with the pre-printed designs, some die-cut cutouts, and then it also came with sheets that look just like this, and you're like, what the heck? It's just a piece of black paper, right? Actually, what this is called a toner sheet, and it can be cut out, punched out, freehand cut, whatever you want, and then this whole entire sheet is reactive to foil. Because how it works is it's the ink that are on these and then the heat that react with the foil to create that mirror look. It's really cool. The other way that you can actually do this is if you have a laser ink printer, anything you run off of that will have the right toner ink in it to be able to foil on top of it. How cool, right? Now, if you don't have your own laser printer, you can always send a project to your local FedEx Kinko's or Office Max or whatever, so you can still do those projects and basically design it all yourself. And do whatever you want. You can customize your words, like if you wanted to do a birthday party and you wanted to foil a name, you could do it that way. Or you can buy those sheets like I showed and then using your electronic die cut machine, cut out the words or letters or however you wanted, like I did here. So, as you saw before, the light was blinking, and all that means is that it's warming up. Now that it's on here solid, you know that the machine is ready to go and it's all warmed up. Now with my machine, I got these little folders, and these are basically the carrier folders that run through, that hold your different projects as they go through the machine. So depending on what size project you're using, you can use any of the different carrier folders. Just put it inside and then you'll run it through. If you have a laminator at home, it's a very similar sort of process. It's just using the foil instead. So why don't we go ahead and start with this cool little frame. So this is all pre-cut and ready to go. So I thought that this would look neat with this gold. If I can get this foil up here. So how these foil sheets come is you can buy them in 12 by 12 sheets. Otherwise, the one I got, because this is a 6-inch model, it's kind of like the Minc Mini. It came with these 6-inch sheets, and they work out great for all the pieces that came with it. But otherwise, you can get all the foils and stuff separately. And actually, when we get done with the video, I'm going to go ahead and share some links to some of the sites that we're affiliated with that have Minc Machines on them, and I will tell you that they're on sale right now, so that's pretty cool. So what you want to do is cut your foil just a little bit bigger than the design. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to cut it smaller so that you're not wasting the rest of the foil sheet, because once you run it through there, then it's done. So it's kind of like a one and done with the foil, so you want to make sure that you're not wasteful. All right, where's my, oh, here it is. I'm just going to use this medium size carrier sheet. So I'm going to open up the top and put that frame inside there, and then you actually put the foil right over the top with the foil side up, and then you just kind of seal it up, and then all you'll do, oops, stick it through the front side here and let it run through the machine, and it actually pulls it right through for you, so you just have to get it started and then it's going to pull through the machine. And like I said, any of these, you can use any different color foil, and I know the variety pack that I got with my machine came with red and blue and rose gold and green, and I mean, how fun would it be for Christmas tags or whatever, to just add a really cool foil touch to it. So it's coming out the back side now. You don't want to pull on it. You just want to let it kind of run through. Like I said, if you do have a laminator, it's very similar in how this machine works. All right, so it's all done. Now be careful, because it is going to be a little bit warm when it comes out. But all you have to do is, oh, and there we go. How cool is that, guys? And it's all reactive now. I mean, all it did is it took to that black ink that was on there, and where the black ink wasn't, it just pulled away. So you can see this is the used up foil sheet, and this is what it came off of. I mean, how pretty is that, right? So that's just that guy there. I'm just going to run this through. Actually, we'll do that while I'm showing you the project, so you can see how that comes out at the end. I'm going to use this, which is from that toner piece of paper I showed you. And again, you can buy those toner sheets as an accessory, and I think they come in both like the 6x12 or the 12x12 sizes, so that you can get full sheets. And I just cut this right over on our silhouette machine. I did a double cut, just so you know, because I just wanted to make sure it went through, because this is kind of a little bit thicker material. So I know I hate it when I try to cut it and then it doesn't cut through all the way. So again, all I did is I laid that inside the smaller carrier sheet, cut my foil a little bit bigger than the design, and now I'm just going to run this through there. Now, with the toner sheets like this, they recommend that you go ahead and run it through twice. And I think that that's just to make sure that the foil sticks well to it. I will show you one of my designs where, again, I'm a beginner at this, so sometimes it doesn't turn out perfectly. But when I peeled the foil off, it actually had a little bit of the black showing, but I thought it looked kind of cool. So I think why you run it through twice is so that it doesn't happen. So I'm going to go ahead and run it through one more time, and then we'll pull it out of there and see how it looks. And then I'm going to show you some of the projects that I just whipped up today and yesterday to show you guys how this worked. And I'm just going to cut this silver sheet, because I'm going to emboss this thing too. I mean, these little cards that I got are just like the perfect size for either behind a photo or on a greeting card. Here we go. Oh, look at how pretty that is. So there's the nice pink. And again, I ran that one through there twice, and you see the foil just stuck like beautifully on there. So we'll put that down there. And then I'm just going to get this sheet started in the bigger one, and then we're going to move to the project, so you can see kind of the fun ways that you can use this stuff when it's all foiled up. Now, I think that this would be really fun for birthday decorations or birthday sort of things, because I mean, who doesn't like a little shimmer on their stuff? Okay. So I'm going to start that through. Okay, so why don't I show you some of the projects that I did. Let's start with these cards. Now this one, if you get close, there are a couple of areas, let's see, like right here, where when I foiled it, you can see the black kind of shines behind the pink. Yeah, so you can see Now, I think it kind of gives it more of an like antique finish, so it really doesn't bother me. And again, I think that that was more user error because when I did this first sheet, I ran it through on the heat level of 5, and I believe that it was too hot, and so the foil didn't stick as well as it should have. And that's why you always read the instructions before you try it. But again, I mean, I think it looks just fine, and you know what? They can tell it's handmade that way. So this one I did the pink, and then I did the gold on the little gift card. And this is just mounted to white cardstock. So I mean, how simple, right? And again, this is another super simple card. These are some of the die cuts similar to the frame I showed you that I got with my machine. I foiled the butterfly in pink, and then this little saying in gold.
Yeah, it's hard to get that shiny.
Yeah, you have to trust us that it's a very mirrory finish. And then I just added a little button. I mean, so using these, it kind of gives it an elegant feel so easily, and it's, you know, you don't have to do a whole lot to make it look really pretty. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys. These are some of the other pieces that came in my starter kit, and you can buy a lot of these sort of things separately. These are again pre-printed with the toner so that they are ready to go. All you have to do is add that foil and run it through. And these, which I used on one of my projects, these are chipboard shapes. And actually anywhere where there's the black, when you run the foil on top, that's what'll take the foil, and you can do it so you can add color to those. And then it also comes in these full-size 12 by 12. So if you have one of the big Minc machines, you can get the full sheets of foil and foil up an entire 12 by 12 sheet for scrapbooking, or again for those party decorations. How fun, right? So let's go ahead and move to this page. Now, if you're on Instagram, you saw that I shared this page yesterday. This is a page of my niece Ella fishing. And her dad and her went fishing at a little pond near us. I just added some of these little die cuts. And again, those are those chipboard shapes, and I added the pink foil to it.
Go up this way.
Let's see. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
I don't know. It's hard to see, but
It's there. Yeah. And what I did is I used the toner sheet to cut some hooks on the silhouette machine, and then I cut other hooks in different patterns to kind of create my own background, and then I just added the little catch and release title using just some cardstock. And she was very attached to this fish, but they threw it back and she named him Norman, which I thought was pretty cute. So that is one of the pages I did. The other page I did, this is from my bachelorette party a long while back. And what I did is I foiled up some of the pieces. So on the title, I added silver diamonds to the fling and ring part. And then on the balloons, I actually used the toner sheets to create the balloons and then added the pink foil. And then this page is actually my favorite. I've got all these cute little banners behind there. But then I cut out these different drink die cuts, and I added the foil to... the drink is foiled, and then my little citrus wedge, and then my cherry is foiled. And again, it might be kind of hard to see on there. We'll take some pictures too and share those. But it just adds a really fun, reflective quality to any of the projects that you do. I especially like it on cards because you're going to show it off and somebody's going to think that you worked really hard. So yeah, how cool is that? But it is, it's very mirror finished silver for that guy. And it's just so easy. So honestly, when I bought this machine, I just thought of all the party uses, but here now using it more on the paper crafting for scrapbooking and cards, I really think it's cool. And really easy to use, because like I said, the first time I tried this guy out was yesterday, and I've had pretty much good results every time that I've used it. And this morning when I was doing it, actually, Joanne was over at her computer, and I would squeal kind of every time something would came out because I would be so excited that it came out foiled. So just kind of a fun thing if you're into kind of the glittery and sparkly stuff. This little machine is pretty nifty.
And what's the name of the machine?
It is called the Minc Machine. And I will actually, like I said, I will share the links if you are interested in purchasing it. But I know for a fact, I just checked today that on scrapbook.com you can get a similar model to this guy for less than $50, or you can get the big 12 by 12 one with some accessories and such for around $120. So it's not a ridiculously expensive toy. It's just kind of a fun little thing that you can use on a lot of different projects, and I really like it, and I intend to use it more now. So we hope you've liked this little video on the Minc Machine. If you have any questions for us, feel free to comment and let us know. I think that's it for today. Don't forget to join our VIP list, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.